this behavior that Kanye's doing, is it acceptable? Why do men, um, or is it that men feel like they can be on some next level BS when their lady is like, we don't want you? Um, One, let me just deal with the Kanye thing. He's
Mm-hmm.
44 years old. He need to stop. He
Flat
just
out.
need he just need to stop. He a grown ass man. He need to stop acting like he's some, ninth grader who just got some for the first time and his nose is wide open. He need to let her go. But I say that understanding that there's a history here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a history, and then there are circumstances. History is Kanye was like her friend. And you
Mm.
know how it is when we play the friend role and we trying to get in.
No, explain that because I don't know how that is.
Okay, since you ain't never done this, so
Right.
sometimes you see somebody, dudes will see a young lady that they want to kick it with, and then what they do is they'll find a position as a friend, cry on my shoulder, let me support you, and
Mm.
I'm gonna be there for you. And then when the things go crazy in a ride with her boo and her bae, and they break up, then the friend pounces on it because
Mm.
now I could be there. So I think Kim might have did the merry-go-round thing and messed with all the dudes in her life, and then looked at Kanye, was like, he's on the come up. Maybe I can do it with Kanye. And Kanye's thinking, yes, I got her. So now he finally got the toy he wanted to play with.
Right.
Finally got it. Got her knocked up, had 4 kids with her, married her, all that good stuff.
Right.
Only to find out, it's an old Eddie Murphy joke. You thought she was rich. You kind of find out she just regular old saltine crackers. She ain't a Ritz cracker. She like every other woman.
Right.
And even
Ooh.
Kim was like, you like every other dude. So I'm done. And now he in his feelings and he don't know how to. So that's I think that's the backstory.
Right.
Circumstance. The dude is bipolar.
Mm.
He probably manic depressive. Of course, manic depressive. He probably schizophrenic. He dealing with some serious mental health issues. So all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff added in, so
All
I would
bad.
like to say, Kanye, just behave yourself. But yeah, Kelly, regular old saltines. Um,
He
I
does
don't know,
think that he thinks he's behaving himself.
I mean, because mental health is real. It's like whatever you're going through is real to you,
Right.
and you can't really control how you reacting or interacting. But he needs people need to get in his corner. He needs to stop having, well, not that he can stop it, but the yes men in his corner need to stand up and be like, yo, let's get you some help. As opposed to Kanye. Well, Kanye's the meal ticket, so they're not going to stand up to Kanye. Never mind. I'm
but
Mm-hmm.
stupid.
I look at it from a different perspective, though. I think, and everybody's opinion is different. John's, Roz, whoever. But I think maybe in this situation, Kanye met his match. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to call Kanye crazy and woo woo and this, that, and the third. And I hate that phrase. Calling somebody crazy, I don't like that. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same token, Kanye's used to having his way. So now he met Kim, who's probably on the same mindset of him. And she's like, look, I know the bullshit you doing because I used to do it. So I'm not tolerating it. I'm out. And Kanye can't comprehend that because he never had no shorty tell him I'm out. Kanye's usually the one that's breaking up with him or dumping him. His first girlfriend when he first signed with The Rock, that black sister, he dumped her. She ain't tripped. When he was with Amber Rose, he dumped her. She ain't tripped. Now on this one, Kim dumped him and was like, yo, I'm out, and he can't handle that. And like Roz said, to Roz's point, this the only shorty he really had kids with. So that's kind of messing his mind up like, yo, I had kids with you. You can't bounce on me. I'm Kanye, where she's like, I'm already gone. I'm doing my thing, and he don't know how to handle that. So
Like,
I think in this situation, he met his match. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else? Think about all the girls Kanye been with. Who really stood up to him?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Kanye stan. I'll be the first one to say that for those who might not know. I think that number one, he's dead wrong. Let's start with that. But he does have a history of dragging the women that he's with through the mud because of something that they did or something that they said. The whole 808 and Heartbreak album was all about Amber Rose and what she did and how she made him feel and womp, womp, womp and all this other good stuff. I think with Kanye, And if for those of you who might not be aware, there's this Kanye West documentary. It's out on Netflix. I'm not going to publicize it too much, but
Yeah,
it
I don't
gives
even
you a
want to watch
lot of background information about how he came up and how he was raised and everything like that. And somebody said something on the internet that I found very germane to this, and it was the fact that his mother, Donda, believed in her child immensely and instilled in him a high level of self-esteem, I guess you could say, and believing in himself. And he had to have that in order to get to the point that he was at. But the thing is like she created this monster and she's the only person that could control it. She's the only one that he would like really, really listen to. And now, unfortunately, she's gone and he is spiraling completely and totally out of control. And it is detrimental, not just to him, not just to his ex-wife. I'm worried about the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I firmly believe that he thinks that he's right. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that really, really are like you need to watch out for. If somebody tells you that they crazy or somebody tells you that they got these issues and want, to me, that person is very self-aware and is not necessarily somebody that you need to be careful of. The person that you need to be careful of is the one that don't know that what they're doing is wrong and out of bounds and thinks that they actually right. And they wonder why you tripping. You know what I'm saying? He is clearly out of bounds. I don't think he's got anybody left in his camp that can tell him anything. And I agree that, at this point, something really, really needs to happen because if we we look back at the history, he has a history of acting out of pocket with Kim Kardashian. I'm surprised it took her this long. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kim Kardashian gets a terrible, terrible rep and treatment from people for whatever god awful reason. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, Kanye is wrong.
But the thing that's also interesting about this, because Decca put it in the comments, Kanye is now putting out music videos. Hey, Ish, Kanye is putting music videos out there showing him burying the current boyfriend
right
alive. What's the dude's name? Pete
Pete,
Davidson.
whatever.
Pete Davidson. Like now you crossing a level. For me, I would view that as a threat. I would view that as a
hold up. Hold up, son.
I view it as a threat.
You saw that Saturday Night Live joint. And I'm not. I'm tripping on that.
What Saturday Night Live joint? What are you talking about?
Saturday Night. It was some type of skit where Kim invited Kanye to her Saturday Night Live skit when they were still married, and in the skit, Kim is kissing Pete. Yo, that's kind of ill. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
But what does that have to? How does that play in you burying Pete alive?
Right.
That's something you gotta. That's something you need to handle with Kim. What is Pete? He ain't married to Pete. Pete ain't married to him.
That's something he needs to handle with.
It's disrespect, yo.
So who disrespected who? Who disrespected whom?
Both. Because if I'm still married to you, and then now you doing a skit, and I get it. If you're an actor, actress, I get it. That's different. But this the same dude you end up being with after we divorce, and he threw jabs at me. That's a little disrespectful, B. It's a little bit disrespectful. Go ahead, John.
I mean, I totally agree that Pete Davidson don't owe Kanye a damn thing. And in my opinion, Pete Davidson really, at this point, fuck the internet and everything else. If I was Pete Davidson, I'd be like, Kanye, you need to see me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your issue is, we can address this, you and me. Immediately. Because what you're doing is completely out of pocket. Totally. But, okay, we don't advocate violence on the Straight No Chaser program. So we're just merely saying sometimes men and women and everybody in between need to have a meeting of the minds. And I think that's what needs to happen right here.
So let me pivot in terms, because we're still got some time before we move on.
Right.
We're talking about Kanye and Kim because they big time, people. But what about men in general who can't handle?
Thank you, Jewel. Go ahead, Rob. My bad.
Kanye for okay, whatever. Let me get that comment off the screen. Yeah, what about like dudes in general are doing this? It ain't just about a superstar Kanye and a superstar Kim.
Mm-hmm.
The average cat on the block in the school. Like my favorite thing when I was working judicial affairs at Howard, I was telling the students about love gone wrong. Every time love going wrong, that was the main reason why I was kicking kids out of school, because they couldn't handle a breakup.
Yo, without saying names, fam, and I know we got 2 minutes. We ain't gotta say no names, but like you said, you brought up the Howard. Remember the teddy bear with the knife against the wall joint?
Yo, listen, y'all.
Son.
Yeah, we was out at happy hour. Left,
Son.
and I was a student assistant in the West Towers at Howard, and we went to happy hour. I got the page. I had to go back to the dorm. I go back to the dorm. Dude was in his feelings because Shorty broke up with him. What did dude do? He broke down her room door, ran in there, wrote "bitch" all over the walls and lipstick, and decapitated her teddy bear and left it hanging by the ear with a butcher knife in the wall.
That's crazy.
Because and now, if that was Kanye, people would be choosing sides as opposed to calling it out for, nah, that was wrong.
Right.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. You got to control your emotions. If somebody does not want to be with you, you got to let them go.